Hello.
Yay. On time.
We're here. We're on
Shocking.
time.
That's a good sign.
We're connected. We hit the play button at the right minute. It's amazing.
It's a
Or
miracle.
they go live, but
It's a Christmas miracle.
a Christmas miracle, and it's not even Christmas in July yet.
In late June. Christmas in late June.
We have our coffee.
100-degree
We're
weather.
at T-Bones. It's 100-degree weather. We're drinking coffee.
No, what temperature is it?
Check out the wind. The wind's blowing. Feels good out here, actually.
Your hair, let's see.
Not bad at all.
Let's see, ladies. Ah,
I'm beating you.
you win.
Yeah. This is my wife, Tammy. She's the reason everybody wants to watch.
I was looking to see what the temperature is today in Mississippi.
I love the way this place does their coffee. They do. They have like little guitar picks. It's kind of cool to cover up where the
90
coffee
degrees
comes out.
feels like 97.
90 degrees feels like 97. What does that tell you about the humidity? What does it say? Does it say humidity on there?
200%. No, I'm
200%. 200% humidity. 90 degrees out here feels like 97. Well, welcome.
Humidity's 55%, whatever that means.
Yeah. 55? It's not bad.
Nothing feel bad today.
Not bad for here. Welcome to, it's good to see everyone joining in and hanging out with us. Welcome to the Adventures of Scott Tammie. We have a couple of things that we will talk about today that were shocking to us.
I didn't do it. I never do it.
But it's good to see you. If you're joining in with us today, be sure to let us know where you're watching from. I'd like to respond if you're watching live. If you're watching this as a repost, then just go down to the bottom and make a comment and let us know where you're coming from. We'd love to. We're from South Mississippi. This is where you can wear the air. It's so hot and so humid.
T-shirts that say that wear the air.
Wear the air. It is so hot here. It's hot.
Nike could do it because the air Nikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear the air.
You like it?
It's good.
I made it like I like coffee sweet, so we had like 3 carcinogens to it instead of 2.
Alrighty then. She's trying to bump me off. So,
Not yet.
anyway, it is good to have you joining us today. We are at a little coffee shop / record store here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And we really like to come here. One, I like to look at the records. I ain't gonna lie. And find stuff like this. Anybody remember this? Anybody remember this? Remember it? Remember it?
I came last week without you.
I know. She bought records without me last week. Can you believe that?
I bought a Christmas record and I bought Disney record.
Christmas record in June. You bought it last week.
Yeah, that's when you get a good deal. I'm gonna go look for a Christmas tree after this. Sale.
Although I think Hobby Lobby puts them up about this time of year. They start putting them out early. You know, they start selling Christmas stuff in August. Something like that. That was noisy. We have a couple of things that we're going to talk. It's been an eventful week. We didn't get to podcast last week because we had a couple of things that came up. But that's all right. 2 weeks ago when we podcasted, after we got through here, we went to, thank you for watching from Germany. Thank you. Awesome to have you here from Germany. Thank you. That's cool. How cool is it that we're sitting in South Mississippi and we got a friend in Germany? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, we were podcasting. What's up, Mark? Good to see you. By the way, I liked your new profile pic, Mark. You can see what you really look like. I like that.
I can't see that spot.
Well, see, that's because I pay attention to my friends. Oh, okay. So we went to, after we finished podcasting last week, we went to a local place here, sporting good place, and I got a new grill. I'm real excited about the new grill.
Me too.
Kind of
I don't have to cook.
Yeah, that's why she's excited. But it's kind of a Father's Day thing for me, you know.
Mark's from Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas, Mark. That's what I'm talking about. She's from Texas. She's from Longview. Longview.
East Texas. Is that West? That's East Texas.
Yeah. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Okay.
So, anyway, we went and picked out this grill, and it's one of these ceramic grills. It's like an egg. It's like a ceramic egg, but it's big and it's heavy. That thing was butt heavy.
I carried it fine.
Anyway, we picked the grill out. We went to the house and we started, kind of sprucing up the back patio. We have this back patio that's similar to the one we're sitting on now. It kind of comes out from the house, it's covered. Part of it is back inside the structure of the house.
It actually housed our Christmas tree from last year, bringing it back around until
Yes,
like
it did.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we still have our old Christmas tree out there.
It burned really fast.
You can tell we live in the country. And we took it and put it in a burn pile, burned it. We can burn things in Mississippi too. That's rare. A lot of the country is in a drought, can't burn. Down here we get lots of deluge rain every day. It's rainy season here. We're getting lots of rain every day.
So back to
So,
sorry.
anyway.
I agree.
We were cleaning off the patio, and
It needed it.
it was bad. We have not used the patio much this year because of all the rain. So we were scrubbing the floor and we were scrubbing the walls, and we bought this thing that sprayed bleach water on it. We have vinyl siding on the wall, similar to this that you see here, but this is concrete. That's vinyl, and we were cleaning it off and kind of scrubbing it down, and it had these electrical outlets on the wall, but they were the ones that are sealed, that have the little cap on them and seal them off. But even still, you want to be careful. You don't want to spray water in electrical outlets, So we were still being careful with everything. And so I'm over there and I'm scrubbing on the concrete, and Tammie's behind me on a step ladder, and she's scrubbing the walls and getting ready to set up this grill, right? And I hear this noise, and it's just making this. It sounded like I can't explain it. It sounded almost like a heavy metal crunch guitar, and it's like. Wah, 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 wah. I was like, what is that? I look over, and I'm probably as far from that wall as I am from this wall. I'm a good, 3 feet away. This fire was shooting out of the outlet. I don't mean just like a little flame. I mean like it was shooting out. It's going wah, 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 wah. And then that stopped, and it just had this flame that was going up the side of our house. It was probably going up 4 or 5 feet, as tall as I am. And I
like our house.
we like our house. And I looked at Tammie, and it's one of those things where you don't really know what to say, and you don't really know how to react. You're just kind of going, trying to figure out what the best way to go about. How you doing, Harry? Good to see you.
Fire.
Yeah, and you're trying to process that my house is on fire. And I look at Tammie, she's over there, she's just scrubbing, and I'm like, Tammie, I don't know if you know this about me, but when I get nervous, I stutter. I really do. I had one day last week where I stuttered all morning. Everybody was making fun of me at work. Anyway, I said, Tammie, what? And she turned around and she went, her face, when you saw that. I wish I'd had a picture of that.
You're too busy looking at the fire.
I was busy looking at the fire. She jumps down. She runs in the house, and she starts trying to get the fire extinguisher.
Just like this, out of the cabinet.
Yeah.
There's stuff.
And it's down
I'm
in
not very organized.
it's down in this cabinet under our kitchen sink, and it's just full and crammed with everything from
Walmart bags.
old Walmart bags,
Cups.
jars, cleaner. But the fire extinguisher was in the back, and I can see her because next to the fire is a door, and I can see her in through the door, and she's just throwing stuff. It's just like and I'm thinking, okay, what do you have all these thoughts that go through your mind in about a flash. I mean, I'm thinking, what do I do to put this fire out? I mean, because it's vinyl siding. You can smell the plastic as it's beginning to burn. I'm like, you don't spray it because it's an electrical outlet.
Water
It would
caused the
probably
fire.
kill me, and water caused it. You don't throw flour on it because you throw flour on a grease fire.
Flour, not milk.
I think that goes on a grease fire.
I don't know.
Anyway, I did the only thing I knew to do. I got down on my knees and I blew it like a Christmas, like a birthday candle. I said, and it blew the fire out. It worked. I mean, at first it kind of, because you want to be careful. You don't want to like do it like you're doing a fireplace and make it bigger.
Then guess what I found?
And then she comes running out.
Right.
Got the fire extinguisher. She's trying to pull the pin. It's like, whoa, it's out, it's out. How do you know it's out on the inside? So then she ran.
I had to be sure.
And she runs in the house and she grabs a screwdriver because on the other side of that outlet is in our kitchen is the dishwasher. So she's trying to unscrew and pull the dishwasher out of the cabinet to
I was trying to
make sure there wasn't any fire on the inside. You were trying to save the house. You were, and you did really good. You did really well. I think I did okay too.
You did. You did a very good house fire blower hour. We get you a sign that says house fire blower hour.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I did it. That's not the first time we tried to burn our house down. Well, actually, it was the first time I think you were spraying the wall, so you probably did it that time too. So there was this one time.
I don't like to cook.
We were newlyweds. There was this one time. And our daughter Maggie, by the way, just joined up. Hey, Maggie, good to see you. She's watching.
I saved Maggie first in the second fire.
She did.
Before I put the fire out.
Oh, what's up, John? How you doing? Tulsa, Oklahoma, baby. Boom. Oh, anyway, yeah. So Tammie, we were newlyweds, and she's prettier every day she lives. But she was back then. She was a new mom, and she was cooking, and she had the housewife. And she was cooking some French fries. I was at work. I was at church, and I was working in the church office. And I get this phone call. It's like, hello. It was before cell phones, I think. No, we had cell phones. We had cell phones.
Maybe.
And anyway, I answered the phone. She's like, fire! I said, what? Fire! What? I think the house is on fire. I said, the house is on fire? Yes, the house is on fire. You shouldn't take, oh, I know it, burning down the house. That's a good one. Go Germany. Yeah, so I'm like, the house is on fire? Yes! And then she hung up.
I had to go save Maggie.
So, yeah, she had to go save Maggie. So I go run into the house. Not running, I was in the car. But anyway, I get into the house, and Maggie is sitting in her car seat, strapped, she's a baby, strapped in her car seat in the middle of the driveway. And I come driving up next to Maggie, and I see smoke coming out of the house. This smoke, y'all, is billowing out of the house. So I'm like, what in the world is going on? Oh, what's up, Bob? Good to see you, dude.
Bob.
So I go running in the house, and she's in there. And have you seen the commercials where the lady is cooking, and she takes the flour to make it look like she's really working hard, and she throws the flour in her face? That's kind of what she looked like, because she had this white stuff all over her face. And I finally got the backstory. The fire was out.
See?
The fire was out. She had put the fire out.
Save the child, put the fire out.
Right, go. So what had happened is that she wanted some French fries, so she put some grease on the stove, and you know how when you boil water it begins to bubble? She thought the grease was supposed to do that. And so she turned it up and kept waiting on it to get hotter and hotter, and it never bubbled. So then she put some French fries in there, and it went and blew out of the pot and went down onto the burners and flamed up and started burning the kitchen. So she grabbed the fire
We were
extinguisher.
renting this house too. I don't
Yeah,
think
we were renting that.
our renter man wasn't that happy.
Well, he fixed it.
He fixed it.
No, he didn't fix it. We had a friend in the church that fixed it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Tommy Kelly fixed it.
That's nice, Tommy Kelly.
We had a friend that was in construction in our church, and he came in and he fixed it for us. But yeah, she put the fire out by the fire extinguisher, and she didn't just put the fire out. You emptied the fire extinguisher completely, and it was one of these white chemical fire
I
extinguishers.
want to be very, very sure it was out.
You were very sure. She did it. You did good.
I have learned though since then, the best thing probably to have done at that point was to have put the lid on the pan.
Yeah, but what if it would have burned your hand when you did that? We had a friend of ours that was cooking, and her grease caught on fire, and she grabbed it and ran out of the house and threw it in the yard, and she had burns all the way up to the elbow. You remember when that happened to Faye? Yeah, she had 3 little girls, and she just grabs it and runs out and throws it in the yard, and the flames going up her arm burned her up. I remember that. It was bad. It was bad. So anyway, stuff can happen so fast. We're excited. We got a new grill. We're fixing to put some steaks on that puppy, and the next thing we know, we're burning the house down. Burning down the house. But isn't that kind of how stuff happens? That's kind of how stuff happens, isn't it? What about you? How are y'all doing? Everything going okay with you? I'm in Mississippi. I say y'all. How y'all doing? Everything going well for you? I think every single one of us, if we were to start being vocal, and if I could just have little squares of all the screens pop up where you're on here with me, I think you would all agree, and you all have your own stories about how something would be going just fine, then all of a sudden out of nowhere something happens that you didn't see coming.
So last night we were watching the Olympic trials for
Oh, it was so
Tokyo.
much fun. I loved it. It was great.
It was like 3 hours.
I loved it. It was
For
great.
the Tokyo Olympics, it was
Loved
to see
it.
who they're making their teams out to be, and they've trained for years, so hard, and then like one girl did tumbling past, and her
It was the very last
yeah,
thing
very
they showed.
last thing they did. Anyway, years for that one moment, and she tumbled just out of bounds, her whole body out of bounds. You just see it. No, she's on the fail, injured herself.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, she fell and injured herself. Very last thing, that was just all that she was. Be unexpected.
Yeah.
Nothing you can't plan for, prepare for.
And you try to live your life where you plan. Like there's this particular intersection that I go through every day on my way to work. I go through this intersection, and it used to not have a red light. Now it's got a red light. And it's funny because the light will turn green, and I will still be looking both ways because I've seen so many cars come through that intersection while my light's green. And so we try to live where we head things off at the pass. We look, and try to anticipate things. But still, sometimes stuff just happens that you just don't see coming. You just don't see it coming. I remember when my dad passed away, he had been dealing with some issues that we found out on a Thursday was Parkinson's. We had these significant indicators that it was Parkinson's, but he actually got the diagnosis. The test came back confirming absolutely this is Parkinson's. So now we know what to do to try to treat his illness. He kept having these spells, and so we knew what to do. And that was on a Thursday. And I remember going to see him on Sunday afternoon and him being pretty upset that he had been diagnosed with that. But I was trying to encourage him, hey, at least now we know what this is. We know what's going on, and we can start to try to treat it and try to, put things into perspective for him to encourage him. When I left, he was okay. He was okay. And that was Sunday night. And Monday morning, I got a phone call that he had passed away. He had fallen and had one of them spells. So, we try to catch things in advance. We try to live our lives in such a way that is safe. I work in a hardware store, and all we hear about all day, they just pound it into our heads constantly. Safety, 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 not only for the customers, but for the workers, for us. And they have all these creative ways that they try to do it and try to make us cognitive of what's going on and what to watch for. We have to take these classes, what to watch for. And well, thank you. I appreciate that. She said she was sorry for my loss. Thank you. Yeah, we have all these things that we watch for. These classes that we have to take. We have to pass these classes in order to be employed there. But there's still stuff that happens. There's still stuff that happens. It just does. And it's just, I don't know. It's difficult. So, anyway, we did try to burn the house down 2 weeks ago. It was a crazy day. Crazy day. I had something else I thought about too. I'll share this with you. I was getting out of work, and like I said, it's rainy season here. Lots of rain. And there's a couple of ways that I could use this illustration. I thought this would be a great illustration. When I got ready to leave, at the front of the store where I am, there were a lot of customers kind of congregated there. They didn't want to walk out into the rain. It was raining hard, and it was raining big. And I don't know, maybe it's just here in Mississippi that this happens, but I was just like, I was thinking to myself, do I want to stand here in this congregation of people and wait to go to my car or get out of here? I'd been working 8 hours. I'd had enough. I was tired of being there. I just walked out into the rain. And I parked probably 100 yards away from the front of the building where I work. And I got all the way to my car, and I got hit with one raindrop. One. Now, granted, it was on my back, but one. What it was, the rain was coming, and instead of lots of little raindrops, it was these. When I talk about ball-sized raindrops, these raindrops are the size of golf balls, at least. And you could see them coming down, and you could see them hit the ground and splash. And the whole ground was wet, and you could just see them going everywhere. But they were so far apart, and they were so big that I walked almost all the way to the car and only got hit with one raindrop. And all these people were standing up there waiting. So anyway, I got to thinking about that.
You turn around and go.
No, you probably would have. But that one that hit me in the back was big, and so it wet my whole back. That one raindrop. So I don't, and like I said, maybe that's just a Mississippi thing, but I got to thinking about this a little bit.
Did you now?
I did. I got to thinking about this. How many times do we ask God to bless us, and we're like, okay, all these people are waiting for God to bless them, but they're scared to walk out and receive a blessing that He's got, and then when you walk out there, you're like, well, I'm walking in faith. I'm doing what You say do, God. I'm stepping out in faith, but I don't see anything happen. I'm not feeling any rain. I'm not feeling any blessing here. And then one hits, and you're like, wow. And then you're reminded. I remember whenever that raindrop hit me, it wasn't that big of a deal. And then I got in the car, and whenever I sat back, my whole back was wet. I was like, and I was reminded that it was a lot of water. And, God's small blessings come every day. The breath that we breathe, the beauty that we have around us, the friendships that we have among us, the relationships we have with each other.
Texas raindrops. Mark said he calls those big raindrops. Texas.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about, Mark. It's
bigger in Texas.
I don't see it very often, but man, it was weird. And going down the road, it sounded almost like rocks were hitting my car. I mean, it was so crazy, and it didn't last very long. But I don't know. It was just a lot of things, and I'm always doing that. I'm always making these metaphors in my mind of spiritual concepts like that. I do that. I don't know why. Forgive me, all right?
It's the preacher in you.
Well, I can't help it. I can't help it.
It's your gift.
I had somebody. I'm reading some of these comments. Somebody was watching Pastor Bob, South Africa. What's up, Tim? Good to see you.
Jamie popped in.
Yeah, Jamie came in. Brandon's here. Got lots of people. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us today. I had a message, and it may have been one of you. I don't remember who sent it now because I'm dense like that. I had a message that someone sent that said that they enjoyed watching you and I do this because they said that we give each other freedom to be ourselves. I thought that was an interesting comment. What do you think that meant? Free to be ourselves. It's kind of cool.
I don't know. We don't just let you be who you want to be, your own person. I don't try to corral you into doing.
I don't make fun of you for listening to Boy George.
Not usually. And I go to see Alice Cooper with you.
Yeah. She's been to see Alice Cooper a time or two.
And who else have we seen?
Striper. You went to see Striper.
A couple of times. So what's the girl you Evanescence?
Evanescence, yeah.
Those 80s hair bands. Did we see that recently?
You didn't see nobody recently.
With Robert. Who did you see with Robert?
We saw Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
But Alice Cooper was opening for him. That's why I went. Go see it. Uncle Alice was opening. Go see it.
We're due to see some.
So we're different in a lot of ways. What ways do you think we're different?
Consider you're always yourself. You are always
Well, thank
yourself.
you. Thank you,
Who
Tim.
else can have long hair in Mississippi working at Lowe's and be the best salesman they got?
Well, that's so nice. About that.
Just being yourself.
About that.
Different. You like to cook.
Yes, I do like to cook. I really do like to cook. I'm a pretty good cook, too.
You are. Good cook.
I like to grill. I tell you, y'all gonna laugh at me when I tell you this. One of the things I like to cook is stuff like soup and chili. And I don't want a recipe. I want to just be able to throw stuff in a pot, make it yummy. Lots of spice.
Always good.
Thank you. You're so kind to me. But you don't like to cook. What do you like to do?
Sleep.
Well, everybody likes to sleep.
Craft.
You know, she makes things. She makes a lot of
Make
things.
foods.
You do.
Garden. I like to garden. Don't have one right now, but
It's because you're so busy making things.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
You like big butts.
Sorry, that song just came out.
We're pretty different. I like hot, quick showers. She likes to take bathtub baths.
Scalding hot.
Yeah, in the big tub with the water to. That's one way that we're different.
I take up the whole bed and you let me.
Yeah, I have this body pillow that I put next to me, like a wall, and then I have my part of the bed.
Just like space.
Steak and fries. There you
That
go.
sounds good.
There you go. I won't be there, Mark. I won't be able to come to the barbecue. It stinks because they the store that I work at has blackout dates on days that we can be off, and they blacked out July 4th. They blacked out the whole week of July 4th. They blacked out the whole week of Labor Day. So lucky me. Okay, other ways we're different. I work in the daytime. You work in the nighttime.
Woman of the night. That's more than one Manny.
She's a nurse.
Yes.
Another way we're different. You make lots of money. I don't.
You do make. It doesn't matter. What you do
And
make,
she's
you
sweet.
give to me.
And she's sweet. She's so sweet. I remember when we were dating, we would order a large pizza and I would eat 3 pieces and you would finish it. You'd eat a lot of food. Yeah, she always eat more food than me.
I love food.
It still stays little.
So you're outgoing and outspoken and I'm quiet and reserved.
Yeah, but that's changing some. I told Bob, whenever Pastor Bob asked, he said, I want to know if you guys would podcast together. I said, there ain't no way in Hades that this woman is going to podcast with me. No way. No way. She's behind me in the kitchen, crafting. And I said, there ain't no way she'll do that. So anyway, I get done telling Bob that. She's like, what, you don't even know? I'm like, what do you mean I don't even know? You wouldn't podcast. Well, I might. I said, okay. Well, how about on Monday? I said, how about on Monday? I'm trying to call her bluff. Okay, we'll do it. And she's done it and been here doing it ever since. And you've kind of come out as the...
I'm right here.
You kind of come out as the out of the two of us, you're the funny one. You're the one everybody laughs at. I get funny comments about you being on my podcast. I get comments about how funny you are, then I get the weird ones that I have to delete. I don't ever get any of those kinds. So. Anyway, I always tell the truth. You never tell.
I mean, it's not lies. they're just.
I always tell the truth, don't I? Well, forget about them times.
Yes. Yes, you always tell the truth.
Forget about them times.
Can I show them an embarrassing picture of you on my phone? A little embarrassing picture.
They don't want to see an embarrassing picture of me. They don't want to see it.
I bet they do.
I bet they don't.
You know?
Y'all don't want to see an embarrassing picture of me on her phone, do
I
you?
think I've got it. Yeah, I thought about it this morning. I thought, I'm gonna look while you talk.
That's weird.
I just thought I wanted to.
That's weird. There we go. So, yeah.
I don't know if I saved it. It's been a year or two ago since I.
Embarrassing picture on your phone of me.
It just shows your personality from the get-go.
From the get-go?
Shoot.
What get-go?
Kid.
Anyway, it's good to see everybody out there while she's looking up this embarrassing picture of me on her phone. Hi. We'll talk together. What's going on? How's it going? No, you can't show that picture.
Please.
No, you can't show that picture.
Please.
No.
It's so cute.
No, you can't show that picture. No, absolutely
They
not.
want to see
You
it.
can show a different one, but not that one.
You gotta know. It's the only one I want to show.
They saw me as Aquaman already. See, look. Go, John. Thank you.
Okay. We won't show it, but I love that picture. It's my favorite. It's so cute.
Cute. Cute. There's one thing I'm not.
It's cute.
Cute. One thing I'm not. Cute. I just saw a thumbs up go up the side. See, I said I'm not cute, and somebody went.
No, they were saying they want to see the picture. Show me. Look, she wants to
I
see.
said I'm not cute, and the thumbs up went. It went. Right over there like that.
Look, she's all the way from Germany.
All the way from Germany. That's not a good picture.
It is. It's perfect.
No, it's really not a good picture. Mark says show it. It's not a good picture.
Yeah.
First of all, I wasn't but like 6.
It was cute. I mean, you've always been the showman, and you've always just been. You've been able to step into a character and just give it all you got. And
Why would you even say that?
Like Brother Buford. I love that picture. It's just you. It's my heart. Like Brother Buford. I mean, you know, you can always step into a character and be that person completely.
Brother Buford's a real guy.
Oh yeah, he is.
I've known lots of Brother
I've been
Bufords.
trying to get Brother Buford to come to the podcast, but he won't come.
Well, he's busy.
What's he
Being
do?
religious.
What's he do?
Being religious.
Doesn't he want to be religious to these people?
Well,
These
he's-
beautiful people.
He's so busy being religious that he can't come up here. So,
Fine. He's gonna come one day. If I have to make it.
you are crazy. If I can show one of you,
That's fine.
okay.
It's a fair trade.
Then all week I got the week to think about which
No.
one I want to show and find a really good one.
Oh, it's getting hot out here.
Uh-huh.
See if the humidity is going up, feels like.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey, Sandy.
What's up, Sandy? Good to see you.
John said Brother Buford might show up.
Uh-huh. You never know. You never know with Brother Buford. You just never know.
All right, I won't show your picture here.
Mm-hmm. She'll find some way. Yeah. What were you want to talk about? You had something you want to talk about.
Oh yeah, I just saw this thing on Facebook this morning. Look what Maggie sent me.
Oh Lord. Maggie's sending the picture to her.
I'm showing. No, I'm gonna do it to you. Okay, so
I was 6 years old.
yes, go ahead, tell the story.
I was 6 years old and I was in a school play and they needed a good-looking kid to play the part of Cupid. There's what it is.
And somebody that can do the part because you are outgoing as always.
And I played the part. I was Cupid.
I gotta find the picture again.
Wow. You got to show it. They can imagine.
No, let me show them. No,
You don't have to show it. They can imagine what it looked like. This is Cupid when he was 6 years old.
So cute.
Yeah.
Oh, there. He was so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. And he precious. So cute.
All right. Well, I hope y'all have a good week.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Maggie. She just showed it to everybody. Yeah, it was the same picture.
All right, so.
Oh,
you
now
were so-
now there's funny faces going up.
That was a cute. You're awesome. You're so cute. Love you. He's so cute.
Yeah.
All right. What I was going to say.
Oh, what you were going to say. Yeah.
All right,
It's
so-
okay. Next week's going to be a but it's going to be a.
Okay. Well, you had that picture today.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Thank you. Precious is something, by the way, I'm not used to being called.
Jamie said
I
you
made
made a
it.
pretty Cupid, son. Well, this will teach us not to have anything planned when we get talking about go off on things.
It always, even when you plan things, it makes fun of me. You had me eating baby food 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
That
ago.
was stupid. I'm sorry. That was stupid. I regret that. Okay.
Thanks, Jamie.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just saw on Facebook. It's very interesting to me. This lady. I'll show you her picture.
If that teacher wasn't dead right now, I'd smack her.
that's vengeful. All right. So this lady. I'll show you her picture.
That's not the teacher, by the way.
No, you don't want to smack her. This is Helen Haworth LaMelle. So she went blind, which was bad. And then her husband left her because she was blind. But you wouldn't do that if I were blind, would you?
No.
Oh, I'm pretty blind
I'd
now.
wear tights around the house.
Why would you wear tights?
I'm just being silly. Because you couldn't see them.
I'm pretty blind
Although that
now.
picture that you showed everybody made everybody out there blind.
No, we're going to show it again for it's
No,
over.
we're not.
For those that missed it.
No, we're not.
We're
They'll have to go back and watch it
Okay, anyway.
if I don't blur it out.
Blur it out.
I can.
Then everybody rewatching the podcast, so really want to know what the
Don't
picture
tell
is.
me what I
Then
can
I'll
and
be
can't
getting all
do.
these text messages and going, show us the picture.
We were just talking about how we let each other do things. That,
Okay, you did, and you let me do that. That was very sweet of you. Anyway, so this woman.
Thanks. Always there for me. Jamie's always there for me. Thanks.
This lady went blind and wrote 500 hymns. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, the reason I saw it is because Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus is one of my favorite hymns, and she wrote it after she went blind. I thought that was cool, just doing something. When your life's in turmoil and the
Turn
worst
your
things have
eyes
happened.
upon Jesus, but she couldn't see.
Right.
That's kind of like that guy. Y'all remember the Jeff Healy Band? You remember Jeff Healy Band? There is a song that he sang called Angel Eyes.
Yeah.
And he keeps talking about I look and I see and your angel eyes, what will I do if you turn your angel eyes my way? He's talking about, the whole song's about eyes and seeing, but he can't see, he's blind. He's gone now, but he was blind. Jeff Ely. No, it's not my new profile pic, Tim. No. No.
I was gonna see if can I play if you could turn your eyes up blind? I mean, well, how long can I play it for? It cuts it off.
Like 7 seconds.
I love that song.
That's a good song.
I don't know, just Southern Baptist.
Well, that's not a Southern Baptist hymn. That's just a good hymn. It's not the Southern Baptist thing. It's just a good hymn.
I thought it was cool that you gotta turn off that, you know, in her worst things happened to her, and she turned it around and did cool things for God, and He blessed her. And I love that song.
That's cool. Interesting how we go through hard times, and it reminds us of Him. Hard times tend to do that sometimes, don't they? Wonder why we don't turn to Him so much when we're having good times.
Maybe if we did, we would have less hard times. You wouldn't have to bring us in.
That's profound.
You wouldn't have to bring us in, you know. Remind us.
That's true. That's true.
Which, you know.
Well, I sure am sorry about this episode.
Sorry. I couldn't help.
It's funny, the T-Bones people are walking by when we're getting set up there. Oh, it's podcast day. I know what we're doing. It's kind of cool. I enjoyed my coffee. Did you enjoy yours?
Yes.
It was really good.
It's almost empty. What are we doing the rest of the day?
The rest of the day, we are going to go to the butcher shop and get some meat to put on the grill. We're going to try to grill it without burning the house down.
What am I going to cook to go with it? Tell me. What do you want to go with it?
I don't know.
What's some good sides?
I think you owe me quite a bit.
What's some good sides y'all like?
I think you owe me lots of things.
Sorry.
She owes me now. Ooh, payback's gonna be up.
You found a bad picture of me today from 4 years ago.
What?
When I heard the noise in the bed. I don't think you were there. I think you may have been actually in at that audio feed, and that was me and Haley.
Oh God, I can't even show that one. It was on Snapchat from girls. If you haven't seen it yet, you could show it. But that's not a.
Yeah, that's a bad
That's
picture.
when I was at audio. That wasn't a bad picture.
Yeah, I think Haley took that, or Maggie. You were at audio feed, and I heard a noise.
I was at audio feed, and they were nervous. Yes, I love that verse, Don. That's absolutely wonderful. Sit down. Restaurants are closed again. Oh, that's bad. Everything's open here now. Everything.
Nobody's wearing masks.
So.
Well, I am at work. I have to wear masks.
I was at audio feed. Tammy was at home by herself, freaking out. And there's a picture that my daughter took of her in the bed holding a gun. In the bed, like this, holding a gun.
They didn't mess with us.
That right there proves you're in South Mississippi and you get a picture like that sent to you.
Nobody messed with us.
Nobody messed with you. Oh my goodness, if the dog would have barked, you'd have shot her.
Not my fault.
I won't be able to go to audio feed this year, guys. It's one of those blackout dates that we can't take vacation time on.
Work sucks.
Yeah, it sucks pretty bad. I've really prayed that God would give me the ability to do ministry as my work again. And He's not seen fit to do that. It's one of those big raindrops that I've been waiting for.
Maybe your raindrop is ministering to people at Lowe's. They need somebody.
Well, I'm doing that, believe it or not. I'm doing that. And I try to do that. But I would love to be able to do what I do, my ministry, with all my time. I would like to be able to do that.
I think Brother Buford needs to come next week.
No.
He wants to. He sent me a message and said,
I can't imagine him coming out in this heat.
Let me read it.
I can't imagine him coming out in this heat.
There it is. Dear Sister Tammie, please tell your husband, Scott the Cupid, that that I want to come next week and share some of my wisdom with y'all and your congregation and tell them they're all heathens. We'll see you next week, brother.
Hortense might need to show up.
Hortense will come.
Don't hold your breath, folks. All right, let's have a word of prayer and ask God to forgive her. And
Who? Hortense?
you,
What did I do? I didn't do nothing.
you blinded all these people and
I
then talked to
didn't.
them about being blind.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. All right, well, let's do have a word of prayer. Ask God to go with us and to send some of those raindrops. And I see God doing stuff all around me, and you know it's a cool thing. Like I said, it's rainy season, so I think He's just getting started. Let's have a word of prayer, okay? Just pray. God, thank you for loving us the way you do. Thank you for giving me this lady. Thank you for this lady. I pray that you will continue to rain down upon us your blessings and the gifts that you give so freely to us, even though we do not deserve them. You choose to love us anyway, and I thank you for that. I pray that you'll forgive us for the times we let you down, that we don't live up to the standards that you put before us as believers, as Christians. I pray for all my sanctuarian friends that you will help them to not only have a great week and enjoy some time rocking out, but spend some time with you and to learn more about you. And all these things that I'm praying intently for, I'm praying in the name of Jesus. Amen. Like I said, they're really sorry about what y'all had to see.
You'll see it again?
It won't happen again.
You'll see it. I probably won't be here next week, folks. But I'm sorry, it's been fun. See y'all next year.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.